It's fun to be able to leave school and go out into the community and do things that you can see, not just in the classroom, and see the impact on the city and the school, other schools. My project is pedal power, and we use the power of the bike to, when you pedal the bike, it provides electricity to a battery, and that battery puts out electricity to a pump at a local school, Owl Creek Elementary. And that pump goes out and waters the plants nearby. And so it's powered completely by electricity we've generated by pedaling the bike, and it allows them to water plants where they couldn't before.
I think it's the board's charge to provide for students, teachers, and the community an environment where students learn best. And we know that they learn best when there's plenty of fresh air. We know that they learn best when there's plenty of sunlight in the buildings. We know that also one of the things we talk about in curriculum is how relevant what we're teaching in the classes are to these particular kids. And all of them now know about raising their own garden, and they all know about turning down thermostats, and they all know about all of the things that we are trying to build an awareness on how to make a more sustainable community, starting with our school.
So these are our main ones that are good to know, renewable and non-renewable. And remember I said most of our energy in Northwest Arkansas comes from where?
Coal.
Coal, exactly. So it's from coal, but you guys are really lucky here at Root because you are getting energy from another source too. Solar, yes. You here at Root are the only school in Fayetteville School District that has solar power happening at your school. I am the Sustainability Coordinator for Fayetteville School District, and through this position I really try to connect different sustainability efforts that are happening throughout the district and get as much collaboration happening as possible. One of the things that I learned quickly when I started with the district about 18 months ago was that a lot was already happening, and I was so excited because there was already all of this great sustainability work being done. But I also realized it was happening in a disjointed way. So my role really is to look at this project that's happening in facilities management and this project that's happening in the classroom and see, is there a way to bring those together? Well, what were some of the things in there? So some of the really exciting sustainability projects that we have going on in the district right now include gardening, habitat certification, energy efficiency, and LEED certification of our buildings.
Butterfield Trail was a remodel school, and there were some additions added to it, and that building became LEED certified. The second building to become LEED certified, or is in the process of being certified, is the Happy Hollow School. It is a brand new school, brand new design on a piece of land that used to be an old farm, and it's even designed to look like, some of the buildings even designed to look like a farm. It's also LEED certified, and of course our newest effort is with our high school, which has a new part and a refurbished part. So we're hoping to get we're pursuing LEED silver on that project as well. Everybody can talk about building an efficient building, everybody can talk about designing an efficient building, but the proof is really in the pudding. LEED is a way to certify that.
I think the financial side of the Green Initiative really is best described as an investment. And really there's two parts to it. The first part has to do with the actual facilities themselves and the investment that we make in improving those facilities in LEED standards and in following those green initiatives. Sometimes there's a higher cost at the initial start of the project, but it always pays for itself and pays for that cost very quickly and then provides long-term savings for the facilities. The second part really has to do with the education of our students and our staff. Teaching students and staff about sustainability has a long-term impact in that they make all of their future decisions through that sustainability lens. So really, the investment that we're making is going to pay dividends for the community for a long time.
Within our school district, we have 6 schoolyard gardens, and they are at elementary and middle schools. And these gardens are really interesting, I think, because they get the students out and getting their hands, literally getting their hands dirty, getting their hands in the dirt. And when students have the opportunity to grow their own food and to learn about their food, they're more likely to make healthy choices. So the gardens become not only a tool for teaching about gardening and teaching about being environmentally friendly and being good environmental stewards, but they're also about taking care of yourself and being healthy as well.
I think gardening crosses all subject matter, whether it's writing, creative writing, research, to science, which specifically I love. And there are so many ways to take what we have to teach and apply it to being in the garden. So many of our kids don't have the opportunity at home to have a garden, to dig in the dirt and play and experience something growing from a seed to something you put in your mouth. And so it's an amazing, very easy opportunity here. Our school is beautiful. We have the land to do it, and I feel like we need to take advantage of that.
We really started seeing an influx of school gardens all across our campus. And what we've really been pushing, because it's really hard for them to grow enough produce to necessarily get enough produce in to really exclusively use them, but herbs are so easy to grow. So we're really pushing the herb thing. And we're trying to lower sodium now as part of the new regulations, and just to be responsible about it as well. And an easy way to lower sodium is to load it up with fresh herbs. And we've seen just a huge flavor change, and especially in our spaghetti sauce with the basil and some of the other stuff. The kids are eating it more, and then the kids that are growing it get real psyched when they know they have something that they did from seed in the food.
We were very lucky this year to, in addition to having Dana as a sustainability coordinator, we received another Energy Corps worker to focus primarily on whole foods, good foods, gardens, and those kinds of things for the district.
Having an Energy Corps member that just focused 50% of her time on food has been really nice. She's a go-getter, and sometimes I'm not so much as a go-getter, and so I have to keep up with her.
They'd just probably go straight,
expand into the rock.
Or they would,
and so they'd disappear.
Some of them
break it.
That's right. We all learn in different ways, but I think we all benefit by being outside, by doing hands-on activities, by experiencing things firsthand. Instead of reading about them always, you have to read about them. You have to know the language. You have to understand the vocabulary, the terms, but I think direct experience is the way most of us like to learn best, or the way it sticks in our heads the best.
She's my favorite 5th grade teacher.
Why is she your favorite 5th grade teacher?
I love science.
Tell me why you love science.
Well, because it's hands-on, and also because we get to mess with things. I like messing with things. And I get to be curious.
The green teams are student environmental groups in each of the 14 schools. We also meet collectively as one large district green team periodically throughout the year, so leaders from each school get together to share ideas, to share resources, and really discuss an overall vision and mission for the green teams within the district. Each school has their own group, though, and what I love is that each school is able to decide what's really important to them at that time.
We started about 4 years ago, and our big project that we kicked off with was adopting the creek in the back of our school, and we went through the political process to adopt it and name it, and we've become stream team members.
I'll tell you, the very first project that we did was replace plasticware with silverware, which opened my eyes and a lot of the other students and teachers' eyes to the impact that the green team can have.
I'm on the green team because I like helping the world be more cleaner, and I feel like in the school to be cleaner too. So if I'm on the green team, I could do that, and it's actually really fun.
When I was in kindergarten, I really looked forward to being in 4th or
5th grade so I could be a part of the green team.
I find that my high school students are amazed at how much the elementary students know. And we're starting when they're young. They're telling their parents are helping out in that respect. And so the cycle becomes a cycle of sustainability instead of a throwaway society.
Actually, our daughter is the reason that we do recycle at our house, because she learned at an early age about the recycling program from one of the City of Fayetteville program people, and she came home and chastised my husband and I because we were throwing things away that could be recycled. And we have probably doubled or tripled the amount of things that we recycle just because she's so aware of what's going on. I really believe kids will teach their parents and their grandparents, and so they're the best place to start.
If you have a hose or sprinkler and you want to use it to cool off in the summertime,
do it on the grass where it needs it, not on the concrete where it's wasted.
We use millions of feet of paper towels every year. That's a lot of trees. Keep a cloth by the sink instead, and you can use it to wipe up spills.
Plastic bags. Somewhere between 500 billion and 1 trillion plastic bags are used every year. What's wrong with them? Lots. They often end up as litter. They end up in oceans and rivers, killing fish and other animals. If they do go to a landfill, they take about 1,000 years to decompose and go away.
Most families would save 6 bags a week if they used something like this instead.
One of the surprising things to find out is that if everyone living on the planet consumed at the rate that the average family in America consumes, we'd need 3 planets. We don't have 3 planets. So this is the issue, the problem that we're giving to our children. That's the problem they're inheriting from us. So I think it really behooves us to give them the tool sets early in life to start working on this.
That's why sustainability is so important, because we're not just doing it for ourselves, we're doing it for our children and the next generation that comes on. So we're very involved in that in the city of Fayetteville, and I hope every city in the region, in the state, in the nation, in the world gets involved in sustainability.
Styrofoam cups. Americans throw away 25 billion of them every year. They are permanent garbage. 500 years from now, this cup will still be in the landfill. And if it ends up in the water, it can break into smaller pieces and be eaten by sea animals. Please tell your family to use refillable cups instead.